The night calls for fear and mystery, and so does the opening of our story, where our black-cloaked superhero, Batman, is battling against the evil gorilla Grodd. As the fight intensifies, Batman is caught in the pangs of Gorilla's latest invention, the Quake engine, which is a time displacement machine. The machine engulfs him within its lightning swirls and transports him back in time to the land of rising sun, to the era of the samurai. Yes, Batman finds himself in Japan, but not any Japan, the feudal Japan. And one more thing, Japan in Shogunate epoch is much different to its modern-day counterpart. Upon arriving at the war-torn country, people around him are dismayed on witnessing him, and it takes the hero a certain amount of time to realize that he had been time-traveling to the past. He notices a piece of ragged newspaper on the floor with his image published on the headlines. Before he could ponder, he is surrounded by a group of samurais with masks of Joker worn on their faces, and they attack Batman. Fighting off the Joker samurais, he manages to reach the city limits, where he spots Joker and Harley Quinn together. He realizes that Joker has been reigning the territory and has gained superiority in leading the tribes. Joker clashes with Batman and attempts to finish him off, but Batman luckily escapes from the jungle. After getting away from the Joker and his samurai army, he hears someone whispering over to him. It turns out to be Selina, also known best as the Catwoman. Batman is surprised to see her in this feudal era and inquires regarding her arrival. She informs him that she too was affected by the Quake engine of Gorilla, and she was sent back here 2 years ago. She adds on that all the criminals of Arkham Asylum have run wild in Japan and have become feudal lords by deceiving the Sengoku daimyos. All the villains are ruling specific states and competing with each other until one whole state remains, with Joker being at the foremost place and taking the lead among the tribal warlords. In order to stop the chaos that is going to happen soon, Batman needs to go back to the time machine. Selina informs him that the Quake engine of Gorilla is kept safely in Arkham Castle, owned by the Joker. He converses with her at a local food restaurant where the tea he got served seemed pretty familiar. He looks up to see Alfred Pennyworth, serving the edibles. Alfred discloses that he too was clenched by the Quake engine, which resulted in his entry here in Japan. He and Selina had already met up, and this was quite a decent plan of Selina. Alfred surprises Batman with his Batmobile, which he had kept in hideout, and after spotting his favorite vehicle, Batman is thrilled. Meanwhile, Joker's army begin to bombard the restaurant, but luckily this time, Batman bolts in his Batmobile, thrashing at the attackers. They throw ninja spears at the Batmobile, which readily get drawn to the magnetic base of the vehicle. Harley informs Joker that Batman is heading out to their secret hideout, to which Joker orders Harley to activate Arkham Castle, previously known as the Arkham Asylum, which the Joker has technologically rebuilt into a fully functioning high-tech fortress. The castle turns into a giant robot and delivers wild blows at Batman. Controlled by the Joker, it stomps on and targets to crush down the Batmobile. Batman darts into the fortress and confronts the villainous and the witty Joker. But before he could charge at his rival, Joker orders the robot to crush down an isolated mother and her child who had been trapped in the castle. Batman leaves Joker and flees to rescue the mother, but he is interfered by Sumo Bane, who clashes with the superhero. In order to prevent the robot hand from crushing down the mother and her baby, he defeats Sumo Bane by transforming his Batcycle into a powerful armored suit. But to his great surprise, she turns out to be Harley Quinn in disguise. Batman is attacked by Harley and surrounded by Joker's army. Joker mocks at Batman for being silly and risking his own life in order to save others, but Batman does not regret it. As Joker's samurais step forward to assault Batman, he's suddenly whisked away by a swamp of bats, and leading them is Ian of the Ninja Bat Clan. Batman discovers that the Ninja Clan had rescued and been of great aid to Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood upon their arrival at feudal Japan. Ian reveals of a prophecy that their clan follows, which enlightens that when the country is in chaos, a foreign ninja wearing the mask of a bat will restore prosperity and peace in the land. The ninjas look upon Batman and bow down before him. As Batman and his allies converse on the edge of a mountain cliff on how to chase away Joker and Harley Quinn and put an end to their horrendous acts, Batman receives a letter from Gorilla Grodd inviting him over to a nearby lake to discuss matters. There, He reveals that he invented the Quake Machine, his greatest creation, in order to send all of Gotham's top criminals far away and rule the city all by himself. But the interference of Batman had turned tables and sent everyone to feudal Japan instead. Grodd requests Batman's aid in going back to Gotham to sort things out, and the two of them agree to work together. They head over to Joker and his forces, along with Catwoman, the Bat Family, and the Bat Clan, who are ready for battle along the riverside. The heroes attack Joker's ferry, and after a rapid fight, they defeat Joker and Harley and tie them down in ropes. Things turn worse when Gorilla turns against Batman and teams up with Two-Face, who makes an appearance into the scene. The situation gets tensed, and Catwoman, who had acquired a power converter from Harley, bargains with Gorilla to take her back to Gotham City. But Gorilla discloses that in order to get the Quake Machine to work, they need to obtain the remaining power converters from the other villains such as Poison Ivy, Penguin, and Deathstroke. Amidst the chaos, Joker and Harley break free and blow up the entire ferry by setting fire to it, taking Batman down with the blast. Luckily, Batman survives the blast and is left with a few injuries. Having lost all of his automobiles and technological weapons, he ponders on the fact on how to liberate the nation from the evil gangs. Batman requests his allies to master the arts of the ninjas that are extremely effective, so that they could combine their martial arts skills with modern innovations. Meanwhile, he receives news that the Joker and Harley have survived the blast and are leading a life in the fields. Suspecting Joker's witty attitude, Batman heads to meet the psychic couple and is stupefied to notice that the duo had lost their memory in the blast and are living as farmers. Acknowledging that they are harmless now, he leaves them in peace, but also warns his comrade Red Hood to keep an eye on them. A month later, Gorilla decides to wage war against the other supervillains in order to acquire the power converters. All of the antagonists mobilize their castles into magnificent robots and enter the battlefield. Batman, along with the Bat Clan and the Bat Family, charge at the enemies, this time as the legendary prophecy of Ninja Batman, also known as Sengoku Batman. A destructive clash takes place, and Gorilla gains the superiority by demolishing all other castles. He then takes control over their minds with the sole intention of ruling the country all by himself. He reconstructs the mechanism of the other castles, and before he could fit the last piece of the fabrication, he is interrupted by Joker and Harley, who crash into his castle. Batman is taken aback on spotting the match. Joker then reclaims the castle from Gorilla, and by fixing the last piece of puzzle, he brings all of the castles together to form one gigantic territory, which rise up as a super robot. He then throws out Catwoman and Gorilla from top of the castle, but luckily, they get rescued by Batman. The Joker gains total control of the magnificent super robot, which is now called as the Lord Joker, and causes utter destruction in the outskirts. Gorilla Grodd is severely injured and is taken into his safest custody by Batman and his allies. He hands Batman a flute, which gives him the total control of his monkey clan, and begs Batman to trust him this time, and promises that he is up to no more tricks. Batman accepts the flute and proclaims the army of monkeys with the help of Robin. The monkey clan swarm together and mount on the giant robot, but it stamps its feet on the ground, sending the monkeys scattered away. Joker laughs hysterically on how a clan of monkeys can defeat his robot fortress, but his thoughts prove him wrong. Bounded by the intelligence and martial arts power, Robin gathers all of the monkeys to integrate into one massive samurai monkey. With one deafening blow, making ears go deaf, the robot fortress is knocked down. But alas, the Joker has better plans. The robot fortress rises to its feet, and as presumed by Joker, it charges a huge firebolt at the samurai monkey, burning them and thus deviating their energy. But to their surprise and delight, the Bat Clan headed by Ian makes an interesting appearance. The bats swarm around Joker's robot fortress, which annoys him as he despises bats. The bats, along with Grodd's army of monkeys, merge together to form a magnificent ninja Batman, the Bat God from the prophecies of the Bat Clan. In the field of hell, both Joker's robot fortress, the Lord Joker, and Batman's army resembling the Bat God clash violently. Joker's robot is knocked down, and the swarm of bats and monkeys break into his castle. They confront the other villains named Penguin, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and Deathstroke inside the castle and battle with the foes. Batman is fighting face-to-face with the Joker and interrogates Joker on the fact that he and Harley had lost their memories and had employed as farmers. Joker admits that what Batman declared was true, and he and Harley had planted a special flower which possesses the power to restore their memories once it is fully bloomed. The heroes battle with the villains whilst Catwoman charges at Harley Quinn to deal with her. The monkeys and bats of the clan dismantle all the technical forces of the castle robot in order to wreck it down. Batman and Joker engage in a mighty sword fight, and Joker stabs Batman in the chest and throws him out. Assuming that he had finally conquered over the nation, he laughs triumphantly. But to his horror, Batman stands right behind him, and it was just a mere hallucinating trap to deceive the Joker. Surrounded by the mighty swarm of bats, the invincible Batman finally defeats the Joker with his martial arts strategies known as the ninjutsu skills. All the other criminals are also vanquished by the other comrades of Batman, and the robotic castle collapses to the ground. Ian and his people of the Bat Clan thank Batman for restoring peace and liberty yet again in the land of feudal Japan. All the power converters that had been acquired from the supervillains are riveted onto the Quake engine, which thus activates it completely. The Bat family bid their farewells to Ian and his clan and travel back to Gotham with the time-traveling machine. The Bats form the logo of Batman in the skies in honor of his great assistance and companionship. The story comes to an end as Batman is in his residence in Gotham, and Alfred Pennyworth approaches him, as Bruce is getting ready to leave to a party hosted by the mayor of the city. Batman inquires whether his vehicle is ready to leave, and Alfred grins, revealing a horse-ridden Batmobile. Batman smiles and leaves to the party in his brand-new vehicle. On the other hand, Catwoman is seen bargaining with an antique shop owner in order to sell the furniture she had taken possession from the castle robots in feudal Japan. She trades them for a good sum of money and departs wildly in Batman's motorbike, which resembles a 9-life symbol on the number plate. Throughout the story, Batman faces numerous obstacles and setbacks. However, he never gives up and continues to fight for justice. His determination and resilience inspire those around him and ultimately lead to his triumph. All of us should learn to persevere in the face of challenges, stay focused on your goals, and never let setbacks discourage you. And remember the power of unity and collaboration. The Bat family keeps reminding us that when we join forces with others and combine our strengths, we can achieve greater things.
Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.